Hi, my name is Justine, and this is my sewing journal. Today I'm sharing what I bought from the vintage kilo sale here in Newcastle. Hi, I hope you've been well. Let me tell you about the day I went to a vintage kilo sale in Newcastle. I'll tell you about my purchases and the transformation I did on one of the dresses. I've been seeing this worth the wait vintage kilo sale on my Instagram feed for a while now. So when it came up again and I saw that they have an event in Newcastle, I thought I'll just buy a ticket and see if I feel like going on the day. The ticket was only £2, so I thought I'll just take a chance. If it happens to be a miserable day, I won't go, and if it's a nice day, then I'll go. And as you can see from these clips, it's a brilliant day. I'm glad the event organizers picked the Newcastle Civic Center as the venue. I love this building, and in all the years I've lived in Newcastle, I've never got the chance to go inside. This is a Grade 2 listed building built in the 1960s. Right by the entrance, you'll see this striking sculpture called River God Tyne. If you look up, you'll see the seahorses sculptures on the top of the tower. Apparently, these are a reminder that Newcastle was a seaport. I finally get to see the inside of this building, and it does not disappoint. You cannot miss this stunning chandelier that was commissioned for the opening of this building. The base of the chandelier also features seahorses. I did not mind waiting in the queue at all. It gave me a chance to appreciate the other materials used in the lobby, like the Portuguese marble floor and the English oak used on the walls. I was also intrigued by the wooden panels on the ceiling. I wasn't sure if the design has acoustic values or it was just for aesthetic purposes. Either way, it's beautiful. So now we're at the banqueting hall. I haven't been to any of the other vintage sales, but I'm pretty sure that this is one of the most beautiful locations they've chosen. As the name of the event suggests, this is a kilo sale. Apparently, there's 9 tons of hand-picked vintage and pre-owned stocks to these events. There's men's and women's vintage clothing from the 60s, as well as other accessories like scarves, bags, and belts. The items are not individually priced. You pay by the kilo and it's £20 per kilo. There's no minimum or maximum spend. So you can pick as little or as much as you want. So say you picked half a kilo of items, then you pay £10. I bought 7 items, which was roughly a kilo and a half, and I paid 31.50. I took my time looking at these leather jackets. This striped brown and black leather jacket caught my eyes. Unfortunately, it wasn't in my size. I also quite like this pink and white dress. I didn't get it because I know I will end up altering it, and I think I might not have the time to do it anytime soon. As well as the usual clothes, they have a rack of vintage kimonos. Sorry I didn't get a good shot of the kimonos. My hands were full of the clothes I was thinking of getting. The racks are all tightly packed with clothes, so it's hard to pull an item out of the rack and inspect it. Anyway, I did not get the kimono. I was hoping there was one with a nice print that I could make something out of. I was happy with what I bought anyway. It's a nice autumn day to be out and about in Newcastle. I walked around for a little bit, enjoying the sun, knowing that winter will soon set in. Here's the first one out of the 7 items I bought. This is a cotton champion t-shirt that's really comfortable. I thought I was going to alter this somehow, but right now I'm enjoying just wearing it as it is. The second item is the costliest of all the other items because this one's the heaviest. So it's this black leather skirt. The leather is in perfect condition and I think it fits really well. Something like this is just perfect for autumn and winter. The next item is this white midi dress. When I saw it on the rack, I thought this is a little bit of me. I tried to research this brand, but there wasn't much on the internet. Have you heard of this brand? If you have, please share it in the comments section. I'd love to know more about this brand. The only thing I found was this eBay listing from a French seller. I will at some point try to make my own version of this dress. Now, this next dress is a very autumnal dress. I was drawn to the colors of the fabric, and when I pulled it off the rack, I thought I could make it into something that would suit me better. I decided to take this shapeless dress and make a high-waisted skirt and a matching blouse. I want the skirt to be as long as possible. I can't be certain, but the material feels like wool. So if I make it into a long skirt, I will be really warm and cozy when I wear this during the winter season. After deciding the length of the skirt, I decided that I don't want the skirt to be as full. I trimmed roughly 4 inches off the sides of the skirt so that the skirt looks more like a bias cut skirt rather than a circle skirt. At this point, I don't have any idea what to do with the top half of the dress. I know I will turn it into a blouse, but I'm not sure exactly how. I thought I'll just make the skirt first and then see how it looks and see what sort of blouse will complement the skirt. As for the skirt, it will just be a simple transformation. After I cut the skirt, I then added a 3-inch waistband. And after that, I inserted an invisible zipper on the side. Looking at the strip of fabric I cut off the skirt, I suspect this dress used to have pockets. I'd have to say this dress is actually well made. All the seams are neatly finished. There wasn't any labels on this dress to satisfy my curiosity on who made this dress. Anyway, the strip I cut off the skirt will be the waistband. After attaching this waistband to the skirt, I then inserted a side zipper. Then that's the skirt made. As for the blouse, I completely forgot filming while I was sewing it. So basically, I shortened the sleeves and added elastics to make puffy sleeves. Then I completely cut off the purple part of the bodice. I finished the edge by adding a seam binding. And lastly, I added ruffles on the bottom part of the bodice. And here's the matching set that I made. I'm pleased with the way this transformation has turned out. I just have to iron the ruffles to keep it from turning up. Here are the other things that I bought that I may or may not use as is. So let's start with this leopard scarf. I think I have just enough material to use this as sleeves for a dress. So I was imagining I will have like a plain cotton poplin body for the dress, and then I will cut the sleeves out of this leopard print. And I think that will be quite interesting and quite unique. But in the meantime, I will use the scarf as is. Here's another scarf that I bought. I love the retro flower print on this scarf. And I think this is an organza. You can see how light and delicate the fabric is. The only problem with this scarf is that I do need to hem it and cut that damaged bit off. I was also thinking I could use this scarf after obviously I've trimmed the damaged border, is to use it as a gift wrapper. I think that'd be quite sweet. And the last scarf I bought is this woolly scarf. There's really no other plans for this scarf except to wear it as is, and it's definitely needed these days because it has been snowing here in Newcastle. I really just like the vibrancy of the colors on this scarf. So which one do you think is the best buy out of the 7 items I paid $31.50 for? So far, I've been wearing this red dress a lot. I hope you enjoyed today's video. In the meantime, happy sewing. Bye!